Hey there, everyone, and welcome to the No Name Podcast, a place where Canadians talk all things Canada. I am your host, Squatchen, and with me we have the wonderful Empress.
Hello. It's been a time.
Now,
We are doing this on
yeah,
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
This
Day.
is
That's right.
also for all you Vancouverites out there. I don't know if that's what you guys call yourselves.
I don't know.
It is the
Yeah.
annual Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women's Day March.
Oh,
So this episode that we are doing, which I guess this is like a true crime esque
a
episode.
little bit true crime. Yeah.
So all the trigger warnings.
Yeah, massive trigger warnings.
All of them. You're
We
getting
are
all of them.
talking.
There's.
Um, Cox is going to have a lot of fun editing this
He's gonna
episode
be
because
like,
there's lots of words in here that YouTube does not like.
I don't even think he censors
Like,
these, which is
no?
no, I don't think so. Or else
Oh shit.
half of that Degrassi episode would have been censored.
Oh god. It would have.
It
Oh
would have,
shit.
yeah.
It's a fitting topic for the
It
day.
is. So normally, when you think of Canada, we think of like happiness, whimsical, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're the nice Americans. We're diet America because we don't have guns.
Yeah.
But we have a darker side.
There's always a dark side of the moon. Or the loony. Dark side of the loony. No. Maybe.
I'm getting what you're saying now. I was like, what is she? I'm like, oh, no, I get it now. It's the dark side to every loony. By the way, happy Lunar New
Yeah.
Year.
True. Happy Lunar New
Look
Year.
at us go. By the way, I'm also
Yeah.
a nervous laugher, so if you're like, why is she laughing at certain parts? It's because I'm nervous.
This is great. This is gonna be wonderful.
We don't normally do true crime stuff, but yeah.
No, we're dabbling. Keffels gets to dabble, so do we.
Well, we're better than Keffels, okay? So, in every possible way, we're
Yeah.
prettier,
Yeah.
we're hotter. It's like the same thing.
Yep.
We don't condone people saying that there's no moral argument against owning CP.
Yeah.
You know that,
Don't do that.
and like
We don't
no,
defend. We shame.
we
We
kink
I'm
shame.
saying that proudly. We kink
We
shame.
will kink shame
God damn
that.
it.
Like we're gonna kink shame these men right here.
True.
But yeah, according to Psychology Today, Canada, a serial killer is an individual who murders series of victims over a period of time, typically with gaps between each killing.
There's a book, Cold North Killers by Lee Mellor, and it covers 60 different Canadian cases. The book's own definition of what constitutes a Canadian serial killer includes both Canadians who commit murder abroad and non Canadians who committed murder in Canada.
So let's talk about some of these more well known serial killers that you've probably heard on different true crime podcasts. The
Mm-hmm.
one that I accidentally had a personal connection to, not really, it was like probably 2 degrees of separation here.
Still too many.
I know. Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka. He was known as the Scarborough Rapist and had 3 victims.
You also have Ichiro, known as the Mad Bumper, former member of the Popeye Moto Club and other outlaw motorcycle clubs. Took part in 43 murders between 1973 and 1985.
We don't know if he has any relation to the Trudeaus.
Yeah, that is unknown at this point.
So before
Or at least
anybody
I haven't looked into
goes,
it.
our prime minister is related to a serial killer, we don't know that.
Not for sure.
No,
It could
it
happen.
is a small country, population wise.
Yeah, lots of uninhabitable though.
Yeah. Bruce MacArthur, a Toronto man who killed and dismembered 8 men between 2010 and 2017. Holy shit, that was really.
That was recent.
That was so.
Very recent.
He was sentenced in 2019.
Bruh. And of course, the reason we are covering this now instead of in October for spooky month or spooky season, we have Robert Pickton, Port Coquitlam, BC man charged with the first degree murders of 26 women, allegedly confessed to 49 murders, and was convicted on December 9th, 2007, of 6 charges, reduced to second degree murder. His span of crimes was from 1983 to 2002.
That is also very recent.
Incredibly recent.
I
He got
was
5 days, and
alive.
I feel a certain way about it. I do not like it
I was alive
whatsoever.
for part of that. I was 8 in 2002. Like that I thought he was way before my time.
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
So the more that Squatchen dive into this case, the worse it got.
It was a hard one. It was a hard one to get through.
There was coverage of when he was originally arrested. She remembers when it went to trial.
Yeah,
This is the first
I remember.
time she actually like looked into the finer details, and
One sick motherfucker. Okay, he's one sick motherfucker.
like,
To put it short.
when you kill at least 26 women and decide
Allegedly confess to 49.
that is like over half of like the 26. That is over half.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so how was this guy found? Well, the police executed a search warrant on the 6th of February 2002 for illegal firearms on both Robert and his brother. They were both, of course, arrested, and when the police were able to secure the second warrant using what they had seen at the farm, they were able to search it. Personal items belonging to missing women were found, an inhaler being one piece. Both brothers were charged with firearm offenses and released, but Robert was kept under police supervision.
They knew something was up and were like, we don't like you, keep an eye on you. And they were right to do so.
It's amazing
February
that
22nd.
sorry, it's amazing that they kind of knew it was Robert and not the brother. Like something kind of tipped them off that like I don't think it's necessarily the brother, but it was Robert, so we're gonna keep an eye on Robert. Like they were taking a huge gamble with that, going like, well, what if it was the brother, right?
February 22nd, 2002, Pickton was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. April 2nd, 3 more charges. April 9th, one more charge. There's no date that I can find, but another charge was laid shortly after the 9th. September 20th had 4 more charges. October 3rd, another 4 charges. May 26th, 2005, saw 12 additional charges laid against him.
They apparently took their time getting all those charges in. That is.
Oh yeah, okay. You know that one bit of what you call it, Spaceballs, the movie.
Yeah.
Where they're out and they're combing the desert.
Yeah.
They combed the fuck out of that farm.
I would also comb the fuck out of that farm. I'd probably like go back in there now with like the technology that we have today and comb that fucker again.
I'm pretty sure they put up like a mall or something. There's stuff on top of it, from what I understand.
Could you imagine being like, yeah, I'm going to take my child to Aritzia on a mall that was built on top of a pig farm that had at least 50 dead people. Maybe.
Like 80 something different DNA signatures were found. Yes. Lab staff testified that around 80 unidentified DNA profiles, both male and female, were detected at the farm.
Ooh, I wonder if like they could talk to like Ancestry or 23andMe, get like some of those DNA samples, and see if they can like find matches and stuff.
Down who's who. I mean, didn't they do that with like the Night Stalker or the Zodiac?
I think they did.
And then they caught him. Of course, ancient.
Yeah, but like I think that would be like a really cool thing. Okay, not necessarily cool, but like it'd bring closure to families that do have missing women.
It would solve a lot of cold cases.
Oh yeah, like I think that would be a fantastic thing to do. And then like say that like you are or you have sorry, let me try that again. Say if you are indigenous and you do have like a missing family member who is female, probably be able to find her
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, with DNA and stuff. But yeah, yeah. So they estimate the cost of investigation at the end of 2003 at $70 million Canadian.
That was a lot of money back then,
Uh,
because I'm pretty sure wasn't the dollar much better in
yeah,
2000?
let's So with the price of inflation, right?
Mm-hmm.
70 million will come out to 121 million in 2004. So if this investigation was to happen today, it would have cost
Mm-hmm.
121 million, with a bunch of other numbers, of course. But like,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
yeah, that was that's a lot of money. They evidently demolished nearly everything on that lot in preparation for evidence. Forensic
Mm-hmm.
archaeologists bought in two 50-foot conveyor belts and soil shifters to find remains of other evidence. So, like, they really, like, took apart that place.
Oh yeah, yeah. They comb that motherfucking farm. Okay, so Empress, when you go to the grocery store, when you purchase ground pork, for example, you typically trust that that is what you are buying.
Yes!
But in March of,
I like to make,
but
my family, we like to make our own pork dumplings, and we do use ground pork. We do not ground our own pork because that's just too much.
that's a lot
A
of
lot
work.
of work.
Yeah. But in March of 2004, the government came out and revealed that Pickton may have gone and ground up human flesh and mixed it in what he was selling to the public. Another claim was that he fed some remains to his livestock, which were pigs.
That is So first off, I just finished watching like Hasman Hotel for like the 15th time because I am a huge Visby Pop fan. And I'm like, so that's
Mhm.
where all of Cannibal Town came from. They were just all Canadians who accidentally ate contaminated pork with human flesh in it. That is also
Yeah,
disgusting.
that checks out.
I was like 9, 10 in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't really think we bought a whole lot of ground pork. I'm gonna text my mom and be like, hey, did we have ground pork in 2004?
Oh God.
And she's gonna be like, excuse me?
Oh
uh,
God.
and stuff, because gotta remember, I was a kid back then.
Yeah.
Also,
Back in our
that's,
day, we ate what was put on the table in front
oh,
of us.
yeah.
Our parents fed us. And
Yeah, that is,
yeah, that's
oh, she's gonna be like, watch, I'm not gonna get a text until we're done recording, and then she's gonna be like,
oh, probably
excuse
not.
me?
Moms are like that.
Like, I heard about him feeding it to the pigs. That was one that
Yeah,
I
that
heard.
that was mainstream rumor, if not straight up truth.
But I did not hear about him mixing it with human flesh.
No, no, that's something you save for like Criminal Minds
I
episode
think they
or
did that for a
some.
Criminal Minds episode, though.
Oh yeah, they did. I
Yeah.
remember that.
They got the wrong place as well for that
Yeah.
episode. It was wrong city, wrong.
Well, I mean, they can't just straight up copy it. They got to change something. Got to change something.
Oh no, the town that I don't know if it was Port Colborne or Sarnia that got, I forget which city it was, but they were not too happy that they were like, why are we being mixed up
Oh,
with this? Because like it was a
oh,
smaller
okay.
town, so and then people were like,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, I'm just not gonna go there, or they started going there for
For tourism
tourism. That is,
yeah, quote unquote.
yeah, that is, oh, it's so gross. I
Yeah,
could have,
oh, it gets worse.
I could have eaten human
Yeah, you
flesh.
could have. You could have eaten people's
That sounds, ew.
people patties. Dumplings. Look at that.
People pratties.
People
That
patties.
is the
We're gonna need some sort of wholesome Valentine's Day streaming after this, Empress.
I will be
This
streaming
is
for Valentine's Day. Yes, I'm probably gonna get a lot of alcohol now. Order some alcohol. We're gonna just turn it into a drinking stream because I am single as fuck, and
I'm
this is
down.
making me
I am
very
down.
happy that I'm single as fuck right
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
So the jury trial was to start in January 8th, 2007. For some of you guys that are like, why does it take so long to get a jury trial to start in Canada? That's just the norm. It takes a
Yeah, that's
while.
just Canada. It takes forever to get anything.
Like,
It takes forever to
I
get
had
the
to press.
mail,
Oh my god.
doctor's appointments, juries.
Like in 2011, I ended up pressing charges on a guy, and it took us till I think it was either June or July of 2012 to actually see this get put in front of a court justice
Oh wow.
because he pled guilty. If he had not pled guilty, it would have taken maybe another year or two.
Oh wow.
Because then you have to get the trial ready, you have to get all the evidence. And my
Mm-hmm.
mom says probably why. uh,
Oh god.
Reading up on the Robert Pickton she's gonna be like, Empress, I made sure we did not have pork. We could have been human. She's gonna be like, this is unlikely. Oh, did I? Yeah, okay. I was like, did I give him the right name? But yeah, so it got postponed to January 22nd. He received about a few first degree murder charges for Frey. I don't know how to say any of these. Pepin.
Frey, Abbotsway, Papin, Josbury, Wolf, and Wilson.
And after that, the media ban was lifted as they released the details of what they found. Which, for those of you that are not Canadian and stuff, there is a huge media ban if there is a trial happening. So anytime that, like, say, Dateline wants to cover something that is currently going to trial, like, say, Luca Magnotta, for example, they covered that while it was going to trial. We, in Canada, cannot watch that. Like, they will block everything out for us. And then I'll be like, because you are in Canada, you cannot watch this particular programming. So, like, it is a huge thing. You can like, media's not allowed in there. The only things we get are, like, the little snippets that we get from, like, the courtroom drawings and stuff. But, like, say a Johnny Depp trial type thing, we don't get those in Canada.
No, we don't. It's censorship. The robbing us of content.
Yeah, my mom also just texted me, nope. Ours was and always has been Alberta pork.
Let's go.
So my mom was like, we're not having BC pork. We sticking to Alberta. Alberta bread. Alberta born. Not Alberta born,
Let's
but...
Neither am I. It counts though.
That's okay, though.
I accept you.
I lived here since I was like 2 years old, okay?
Girls same, okay?
we are
no shit.
We're basically Albertan.
We're squatters' rights, damn it.
We're more native than, like, native-born Albertans, okay?
Oh,
when I say native-born Albertans, I just mean people born in Alberta, okay?
Yeah,
not actual natives. We cannot be more native than actual natives. Or at least I can't. I'm too white for that.
We pasty.
We pasty.
We pasty up in this bitch. The lab staff testified that around 80 unidentified DNA profiles, both male and female, were detected on site.
And this is...
I'm stalling.
No, it's okay. I got this part. I got you. So they found a loaded .22 revolver with And I am not
Bruh.
kidding you, brah, guys. I'm not kidding you.
Bruh.
Brah, like, this is a brah moment here. With a dildo over the barrel and one round fired, Pickton claimed that he had attached the dildo to his weapon as a makeshift silencer, which was totally gonna work because we all know what
Yeah, that's totally how that works, Robert.
like.
That's a great
We all
idea.
know that
That's
dildos
perfect.
are just like the best silencers ever. They silence women in the bedroom. They also they also silence.
What the
I'm going to
fuck?
hell for that one. Oh my god. They also silence guns apparently too. Let's go.
They silenced my brain cells because I just had an aneurysm. What the
I
f-
don't even know if
this
they.
guy? I know Toxic is gonna put photos of this guy in post, but motherfucker looks like Canadian Cyrax. Old Canadian Cyrax. Like they go to the same barber. Like this is how was he able to talk 49 women back to his place?
He was at least like Ted Bundy, who was like semi-attractive. He was kind of attractive. Well, when I think of Ted Bundy, I
Yeah.
think of Zac Efron because I saw that movie that he did.
Yeah, I mean that guy just looks like a child to me. I mean I can't unsee Charlie.
Oh, he
My
had the
my, my,
best
my
glow
sister
up
in law is in
ever.
her late 20s, and I still think she's 12.
uh,
Everyone's a child.
they also found night vision goggles, two pair of fuzzy handcuffs, a syringe with 3 millimeters of blue liquid inside, and Spanish fly aphrodisiac inside his trailer.
Sounds like a fun time.
That sounds like the perfect Valentine's Day date.
Oh yeah, happy
Happy
Valentine's Day, everyone.
Valentine's Day! Is this coming up
Jesus.
for Valentine's Day? No. But again, this is making me so happy that I am single. Not looking to mingle.
Yeah, enjoy your freedom. Shit like this. Shit like
Look,
this.
okay, there's one guy at work right now that I'm like, I really could. And
Oh.
oh. See, I don't know how many people will start listening to this, so I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna make it.
That's all we get, chat. That's all we get.
Yeah, look, my goal is to get at least one NHL player on here. That'd be really fucking cool.
That would be
That would
amazing.
be amazing.
Like that would be super cool.
Yeah, let me just talk to
Uh,
Cece real quick. Actually, no, Cece was nice. Cece actually like had a conversation with me. Anyways, we're getting off topic.
we are.
Way off topic.
Hey, we talked about hockey once, okay? It's not off topic. This is a Canadian podcast.
We
This
always
is
talk.
what we do.
There's at least one episode for each episode we've had that mentions hockey, okay? We have to throw hockey in somehow. Look, like.
It happens naturally. We don't script these things normally.
This
It's
is the year
unless
that
we're
I
like
think.
actually talking about the hockey episodes.
I think this is the
Then
year.
those are mildly scripted.
This is the year where I think one Canadian team almost won the cup again. And
Yeah.
oh, no, is it? I was like, no, it was not the Oilers. That was the year before.
What are the standings? Now that you mention it.
Anyway, but yeah, they also found two videotapes. One of Pickton's friend Scott Chubb saying Pickton had told him a good way to kill heroin addicts was to inject them with windshield wipe washer fluid. That's probably what that
That's
blue
probably what
liquid
was in that
is.
the syringe. Yeah, wishy-washy.
Wishy-washy the veins. You go bye-bye.
You see that I had to go through multiple pens to get this done, and a pencil.
We have pink, we have black,
We got my purple one that died first.
purple,
Yeah, they're like,
the
no,
pens did not, the pens were,
The pens went on strike.
yes.
They're having none of it.
Yeah, because how Squatchen does her notes is she actually handwrites them, and she has the best writing to do that.
Old school.
And then I showed her my writing at one point, going like, this is what I had to do for Jonas Brothers concert. And she was like, oh. So all mine get typed out nicely.
I think I'm gonna start typing mine, honestly. I don't know. But then I don't have two monitors, so then I'm gonna have to flip back and forth and make sure my stuff is still recording. I don't know. I might stick
We'll figure it out. Well,
with
the
the
cool thing
robot.
about Audacity is that it still keeps recording. So,
Yeah, but with my luck, something will go wrong. Something always goes terribly wrong.
ah, alrighty, we're almost done. This is going to be a shorter
We're
episode
almost
because I don't think we
done.
could just
we
sit here and
we got a little extra to talk about afterwards. The reason why we're doing this month instead of
spooky month.
spooky
Yeah,
month would
yes,
be.
that is true. Yeah.
The other tape was of an associate of Pickton's named Andrew Bellwood, where he said Pickton mentioned killing sex workers by handcuffing and strangling them, then by bleeding and gutting them before feeding them to his pigs. December 9th, 2007, the jury returned a verdict that Pickton was not guilty on 6 counts of first degree murder, but was guilty of six counts of second degree murder, which I want to know how the fuck.
How does that happen?
How in the actual fuck?
You legitimately have a guy confessing to at least 49 murders. 49. You also have a guy that sat there and on video and said the best way to kill these guys is to inject them with windshield wiper fluid, which probably has that blue.
Yeah, most likely what was in that syrup.
I mean, windshield wiper fluid is blue for people that don't drive, or maybe they live in a place where
Winter
windshield
stuff.
wiper fluid isn't blue.
Summer stuff is pink, but the winter
True.
stuff is blue.
Well,
It doesn't freeze.
it's actually kind of funny because the reason why they make stuff like blue and pink is because those are the least appetizing colors for humans.
You kidding? It looks like liquid cotton candy. I wanted to drink that shit all the time as a kid. Dad's like, no, stop it.
Or well, psychologically speaking, like if you were to see like blue food or like pink food, like brightly colored.
They sold us purple ketchup, Empress. They sold
That
us
was
purple
not
ketchup
like
in the
neon
90s.
purple ketchup though. It was like a muted purple.
It was close enough. Okay.
I definitely ate the purple ketchup. I didn't really eat the green ketchup.
No, because it looked like boogers. It was
It was
green.
green.
Ew.
And like sometimes like I would look at the purple ketchup and I'd be like, do I really want to eat this? And then I do eat it.
Mm-hmm.
ah. But yeah, no, so we went from 26 murders to 49 murders to 6 murders and didn't even get I I still don't understand how he was found not guilty by a jury.
I don't know.
But he did at least get second degree murder. Could have been worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, from what I understand, the max punishment for second degree murder is equal to the sentence which would have been imposed for a first degree murder conviction. So, I mean, he's behind bars anyways. Maybe they thought it was easier to get away with the second degree claim than it would be the first.
That's probably what it was and stuff. Because I think how the defense could have argued it is, oh well, they chose to inject themselves with like the blue liquid or something like that, even though Pickton put it together, gave it to him, knowing that they would inject themselves with that if that's how some of them died. Because I don't think we really know how some of them died.
No.
So like I think that's probably also a reason why they got second degree as opposed to first, because you can't necessarily like prove how they died and if they died by Pickton's hands. I'm wondering if Andrew Bellwood got sentenced as well.
I don't know.
Because that was gross and disgusting and oh shit. Sorry, I just read past a little bit and I was like, oh. So as Squatchen's looking that up on December 11th after hearing 18 victim impact statements, the BC Supreme Court Justice, and that is pretty big for the fact that it went to the Supreme Court as opposed to just Queen's Court or Back then it would have been the Queen's Court, but that's what we call our federal courts here. Or like provincial court. Like this went straight to the Supreme Court. Not the Supreme Court of Canada, but that's a pretty big deal.
Mhm.
Justice James Williams sentenced Pickton to life with no possibility of parole for 25 years. That is the max
That's
punishment for second degree murder, which is also the max punishment for first degree murder.
that's how the cookie crumbles.
Canada do be weird, guys.
Yeah. So the whole reason we're talking about this guy today is when I was doing some research, I became aware that he was up for day parole, or had the possibility of day parole, February 22nd of this year.
so what
So I figured, yeah.
so what Squatch and I were thinking about doing was to live stream the parole hearing, or
If there is
if
one, I don't know if he's actually gonna, but he's eligible to apply.
yes. I believe they found a jury for that.
They found a jury for it.
So it makes me think that he did actually apply for parole.
Oh shit.
So I don't think they'd find a jury if he didn't. So like I don't think it's well, this could actually be televised because there is no media ban on it. But we'll figure out all the information that we need, and we will probably, most likely, what we want to do is do a stream waiting the results of that
Yeah.
on this.
I think that might be fun.
It'll be fun. It will be sad,
Interesting. Yeah.
interesting, and it can also be rage inducing because unfortunately Canada
Mm-hmm.
does have the habit of letting their most deranged out of prison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A good example of that would be the guy that decided to decapitate a head off of a Greyhound bus in, I think, Winnipeg, or just outside of Winnipeg.
Portage la Prairie. Portage la Prairie.
What a name.
On a yeah.
So I think it happened just outside of Winnipeg.
I,
I keep the.
I'm rusty on my topography.
But this happened in like the dead of night, and this guy cut this guy's head off in a very busy Greyhound, mind you.
Yeah, it was pack bus.
And started eating
he consumed a little bit. Yeah.
part of the head.
Yeah. He went on nom nom, and
It was a snack.
yeah.
He got hungry.
And the people just walked off the bus and they watched because Canadians don't have guns. So
It is also so Canada's self-defense laws are fucked.
yeah.
So I cannot walk around with mace or anything to protect myself that could cause harm to somebody, or I cannot have something that has, or I can't carry something with me, like, say, a pocket knife, with the intention to harm somebody. In case, say, somebody does come and attack me, because I do work late nights. Unfortunately, the Edmonton transit system, especially the LRT stations, have gotten worse since the pandemic. And since I moved back, there's been a few stories that I've heard, and it's illegal to own mace. It's illegal to own stun guns. And I can't carry something for self-defense because...
Can't have brass knuckles either.
Yeah, can't have brass knuckles. But that being said, us girlies, we always talk, and one thing that I have learned is that, you know what, sometimes you want to smell like a man. So sometimes you grab some Axe spray. Which really hurts when it gets in your eyes.
Oh yeah. I went through a phase in high school where I wore Axe, and yeah.
They used to have a girl Axe.
That shit in your eyes.
They used to have like Axe.
Yeah, this was before the girl Axe.
Oh. They don't have girl Axe anymore, which makes me sad because it's called Anarchy, and it was one of the best smelling things ever.
I don't even think I've ever seen it on the shelves.
Like my mom got it for me one time, and she was like, it might smell good. I mean, let's give it a try. And then like we tried it, and she was like, why can't they make this for the boys? And she just went up. I had two brothers, okay? Neither of them went through an axe phase,
Yeah.
thankfully, but like, she was not looking
Yeah,
forward to
I can
that.
only imagine what it would be
She was not
like
looking
with
forward to it. She
two.
was like, I hope they don't go through an axe phase. They haven't. They wear Old Spice.
Mhm.
So I also, but yeah, no. So what might likely would have happened is those people could have also been charged with like assault for trying to stop a guy
Mhm.
from decapitating another guy, which is fucked.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I could
welcome to Canada.
I could go on like all the tangents here. Like we don't like if somebody comes into our house, we have to show the same amount of force towards that person. So if they bring a knife and you shoot them in the head for self-defense
Yeah, that don't
purposes,
fly.
you're getting murder charges.
Yeah, they broke into your house, but you must make sure it's an equal, fair game.
Yes. And I'm not gonna wait around to see, oh, does this motherfucker have a gun or no? That being said, though, a lot of the time, though, too, some of those charges do end up getting dropped because prosecution is just like, this isn't gonna go through. Like when you go through a
Yeah,
jury and stuff like that, like juries will 9 times out of 10 be
no
like,
jury is gonna.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like you still get the charges and stuff, but like 9 times out of 10, the Crown will not, which is our basically our district prosecutor or DA, district attorney,
Yeah.
will not do that. They'll be like, nah, never mind. But yeah, no. So that guy though, the one that decided to go num num off of another man's head, is walking free.
Yeah, he's out. He's changed his name. It's been out for a couple of years.
Yeah. Another person who's walking free is Carla Homolka, who famously people said Canada made a deal with the devil because it was her that got the victims to Paul Bernardo. It was her who set it all up. It was her who gave her sister as a present to Paul Bernardo and gave her the horse tranks. It was also her who helped dispose of the bodies of the two other victims. So, like, she played a big part in it, but she got nothing. And people aren't too happy that
Yeah,
her children are going to school with other kids in Montreal.
Mm-hmm. I can see people being upset with that.
Yeah. And then she got upset that people were upset that they were using her past against her.
Oh, it's kind of hard not to there, Carla, when you conducted yourself in such a manner, and now you're like, come on.
Why am I still getting hate?
Yeah, so I think that's just
Why am I still getting hate? Like,
literally her. Literally her. Could probably put her head on top of Keemstar's head and like just use like
yeah,
his voice.
yeah, we toxic. If you're able to find that sound clip and find a picture of this woman, that would be greatly appreciated, sir.
Oh, we could give you a
Thank you
picture
very
of this
much.
woman.
Yeah, we could do the picture.
We could do the picture,
I don't
but
know
you
how
could
to
do the sound clip.
I don't know how to do sound bites.
I don't know how to.
I gotta learn to do that for Nerdy John stuff.
I kind of know
So
how to
make
do.
your own
Oh no, I
sounds.
do know how to do sound bites, but that'd still be something that Toxic would have to put together. He probably already has the sound bite. Let's be real.
Oh, guaranteed. If he doesn't, he knows someone that does.
Matt, Cord,
Exactly.
Cord, Mitch, baby Mitch. Not Beavers. We know Beavers doesn't have it.
No.
No. Beavers just shows up. That's his job.
Yeah. Beavers has a parrot.
We love the parrot. We stand the parrot. Okay? I don't care what anybody says about
Beaver's
the parrot.
parrot
We love the parrot.
is favorite internet bird.
Favorite internet bird. But anyways, I think we are done with this episode.
Yeah, I think we're done. I think. Well, I mean, there is the whole the police want to destroy all the evidence because it's taking up too much room.
Oh
So
yeah, there's that.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. That's bad.
Don't do that.
Stop it.
I get
Knock
that
it
there's at least wait to make sure that this man cannot get parole again.
Yeah, like make sure. We'll revisit this issue when he's in the ground. How about that?
I like that
How about we
idea.
do it that way?
I want to
That
make
would
sure
be
this man is
wonderful.
spending the rest of his days in jail and making sure that he stays in jail. Like, no compassionate release. Fuck that. He doesn't deserve no
No,
compassion.
don't give him no day passes.
Did he give his victims day passes? No.
Apparently not.
No, they didn't even, he didn't even give them life passes.
Yeah, no.
No,
No, he took everything from them.
he did. And he affected a lot more families.
Mm-hmm.
Probably way more than the 80.
Oh yeah, the 80-year traces of DNA, but the DNA was also both male and female, so it could just be work hands and people visiting the farm or whatever.
Even then, like, they already destroyed the farm itself. It is now a mall.
Mm-hmm.
Or something got built on top of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's buildings on top of it.
That's another thing is when it comes to the missing and murdered indigenous women's day and stuff, we're red
Mhm.
and stuff.
Oh, this is wonderful. According to the Globe and Mail,
Uh-oh.
uh, this was published December 17th, 2012.
So,
The Port Coquitlam property has since been redeveloped, giving rise to big businesses, including Costco, a Tim Hortons, and a McDonald's. But a decade
nothing
ago, the
says
sprawling
it.
property.
Nothing says, let's go for Timmy's run. And like going to Tim Hortons on a place that had
On the Pickton
the
farm.
Pickton farm.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the Pickton farm and we're gonna get some Timmy's. That's.
Yeah, let's go to the Pickton farm Timmy's, y'all.
I really hope that's not what it's
I'm a
called. Could
pass.
you? Oh my god, could you imagine?
Oh, God. Here, let me.
I hope that's not what it's called. That's kind of
I,
disrespectful to
I
victims.
highly doubt.
I highly doubt
I
that
highly
too.
doubt they call that. But I mean, we got places in Canada. Dildo.
It's true. They have the best dildo festivals there, anyways. No, I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm not gonna make that.
Growing its people.
I'm not gonna. I was gonna be like, that's where he got a silencer. That festival in Newfoundland on the other side of the country. Quite literally,
Yeah.
that is the most east you can go. Is Newfoundland.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be a really good cover.
Let's look at Street View. What does Street View show us? What's here?
If you see a dilapidated farm, you know. My mom
Where's
comes
the
back with a
Manta
text
Dragon?
going like, I guess if you were in BC with the boy's dad, you could have. We were not in BC at the time.
Okay.
This is real. We need to know. We will end the podcast when we know what this Tim Hortons is like on this. I wonder how many people know.
Okay. There's like nothing here. It's just houses. There's no Timmy's.
I was lied to.
Yeah,
We were lied
that
to.
article from 12 years ago is such a pile of shit.
Ah.
But yeah, it's like chain link fence and vacant lot with like a pile of dirt with like the brown grass growing on it. There's nothing here. So they must have developed up towards it, but nothing.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't. I feel better that like there's nothing actually on top of it, but yeah, it's just a weird feeling. Yeah. Anyways, I think we should end this episode. We're almost at an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go easy. Let's not give Toxic any more like 2 or 3 hour long podcasts. Let's be kind.
We'll be kind. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode with us.
Thank you so much. We hope you had a very happy Valentine's Day.
We will get back to our regular.
This.
We'll get back to our regular hockey coverage.
Oh yeah, we'll get back to hockey. Don't worry, I promise.
Yeah. Oh, all the stories. I had all the stories. But yeah, no. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.